What's up everybody, Darcizzle here, and in today's video we go deep sea fishing and I catch a fish that is an ocean treasure and most people consider it a trash fish and just throw it back in the water. This is Rainbow Runner Catch Clean Cook. We're out, we finally made it out on the water, guys. Deep sea fishing today on our center console. We have already got our bait for the morning. We kind of got a mixture in our well, a mixture of blue runners, cigar minnows, and we even caught a goggle eye this morning. So we got a great variety. I got one bait out. We're just getting set up here and we're gonna start bump trolling on this Juneau ledge that holds a high concentration of fish plus a ton of sharks. Eat 'em, eat 'em, eat 'em. Come on. There you go. Nice, that was so sick. So I just picked up the rod. I had the bait out like I just told you guys. Just got smashed. I picked it up to check it out, see if he was still swimming. This fish is coming to the boat. And it just got ate in my hand, which is super cool. This is a reel that we dunked in the salt water, by the way, or Puddin did, and it's working fine. Sharks. Oh my God.
Come on, Darcizzle.
I'm getting whooped by a bonita.
You better put the drag on that thing.
I just locked it. Big ass, oh my God, big shark.
Jeez. Don't make my boat all bloody.
What are you doing?
Don't make my boat all bloody.
The shark's coming right there, dude. Look at the shark.
Oh.
What are you doing? Get him in the boat. Oh my God. Put him in the back, put him in the back. Look at all the shark. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is really cool. Okay, so we got that bonita in the boat and there was multiple, oh, he's right there. These sharks are already aggressive and I just caught one fish, which I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but check it out, that fish came into the boat and he spit up all of these baits. So we gotta match the hatch. These are cigar minnows and we caught a couple of those this morning. And that's what that fish just ate. Pretty cool.
All right, guys, real quick, Darcy just mentioned we're doing some bump trolling. This is our standard kingfish rig, like I mentioned a little bit last night. I like these number 4 wire and very small hooks. And I'm just gonna put the bait on here. I'm gonna try and find a gog, but maybe just be a runner for you. All right, this is the only goggle eye we caught today, so I wanna use him. Get him back in the well. All right, it's called a stinger rig or a kingfish rig. And we got a nose hook right here. Gonna put it through the nostrils. Right like that. And then this hook we're gonna put through the tail. This line is a little bit long, but mainly you wanna make sure this is not pulling so he doesn't twist, all right? Then we're just gonna throw him out. And make sure the boat's in gear when you do this. And then I'm gonna just put a little weight. We like to use these little balloon Fisher King clips and we'll be all set. Oh, this one's busted. And that clip was actually busted, so we're just gonna put the rubber band. Darcy's also keeping the boat straight. We fish out here on our own boat, own fish. So it's a little hectic out here sometimes. But there we go. And we got that other weight on the other side is heavier. This one's lighter. So they're gonna be at different places in the water column so they don't get tangled. And then we're gonna put some top lines, probably on mono. Let's catch a fish.
Oh.
You're on.
What?
Good.
Dude, I don't know. That was crazy. What kind of run is that? Still pull and drag, full strike.
Where is it?
Oh, here comes my weight. Weight coming up. All right, weight's off. That freaking thing just took the most insane run ever.
You see it?
Let's keep going in gear. All right, this fish is coming up. Ah! Oh, color, big color. I don't know what that is. Oh, he's pulling drag. 135, stay deep. Oh no, I think he got sharked. Shoot, that was a huge fish, dude. Sharked.
Shit.
I know, I almost had him up. He took that last run down deep and he was gone.
Let's back up on him, see if we
All right,
can
let's
get him in.
see. He just took us out into the deep where they're at, 135 and over. Oh, that was a nice fish. That was no shark. It was either a big ass king or it was a wahoo.
All right, that was a nice fish. Totally got sharked. What are you gonna do? Looked like a big king. Could have been a wahoo, that's what you always say.
Well, kingfish and wahoo are very similar to each other, especially when they're down deep like that, 30 feet away from the boat. But he flashed, it was a nice big fish. I mean, solid 30-pound fish, whatever it was. Took one more run and the sharks got him. And then I just saw him all around the boat. Ugh. He might be gone. Gone. Woo.
Probably bonita.
I think it might have got cut. Yeah, or a bonita, we'll see. We just were in a really good area with fish all over the place. Kings jumping everywhere. So, pretty cool. It just got a bite. We gotta send a bait right back out. It's pretty frayed though. That looks like a king bite.
All right, guys, we can destroy it out here. I'm marking a lot of fish on a depth finder. We're getting some bites. But the one good fish got totally sharked, and then we just had 2 fish get sharked. 2 baits get sharked, just like flat out sharked. And you can tell it's a shark when it starts going out real slow, and then you can't move it. Almost feels like you got the bottom, but it's some big creature down there. You can't budge. So I'm just re-rigging a lot, and we're weeding through it. I think we're gonna probably try and catch a kingfish till about noon. And then Darcy's been real anxious to catch her back on our rainbow runners. We've seen some big ones, so we're gonna do that. What do you think, Sizzle?
Yeah, whatever works.
Whatever works?
You're captain.
She's a little upset. It's frustrating out here when you're doing a decent job and we got some big good baits, and there's just too many sharks. It's really crazy. You hear her?
Eat it.
Nice.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Keep it in gear?
Yeah, let's start going that way.
Which way?
Turn that way and go. All right, guys, we gotta get this fish. No time to fool around. Oh, he's off. Just got sharked.
Shark. Can't win, can't win.
Papa's exhausted.
Really? One little fish?
That was a big fish. All right, bump troll's not really working for us. We're gonna throw out a couple sardines and try a little bit of a drift. That's gonna give you a little bit better presentation than bump trolling or trolling, just drifting. The baits can swim around a little freelier, and maybe that'll help.
That's not a word.
I just made it up. Let's go, it's fish. It's fish.
Right. Spin on. Get him up. Get him up.
You're like a shark.
No. I see him. Color. Is that a rainbow runner? That's a nice fish. No shark. Shark.
Jesus.
Can't win. Not today. Talk. Can't talk.
I can't talk, it's too tired. It's ridiculous. Bent the hook. You gotta lock the drag up so high so you don't lose the fish to a shark that you bend the hook. That's the second one we've had. I mean, these are good hooks. Just, you saw how hard this is cranked up. I mean, I'm pretty strong. That's pretty high. Too high for that hook. Whew.
Nice cove.
Woohoo! How big is he gonna be? 33? He's gonna be, he's not close, right? He's got these nasty spines on his back. Right here, you see him? You don't want to touch those.
Whoa. You know.
Ugh. All right. Sis, you gonna catch us a fish?
I am trying very hard to catch a fish. I did it. I did it. I just rolled. I'm so excited. Whoa, that was crazy. All right, I think he just threw the hook. Yes, he did. Chill out. Oh my God.
Come on, catch another one. I got him.
I gotta get right back
Catch
on the
another one.
action. I gotta
Catch
get back
another
on the
one.
action.
I got him.
Where are they at? I was able to catch one of the rainbow runners today. We saw a ton. He just got water right down my boots. Not cool, fish, not cool. All right, so check it out. Beautiful rainbow runner. Saw a ton, like I said, this morning, but we were kingfishing. We weren't actually targeting these bad boys. So as the sun is getting higher in the sky today, these fish are going much deeper. So I'm lucky to catch one. So you gotta make lemonade with lemons. So what we're gonna do here is I'm going to bleed this fish first because he is gonna come a high-grade sushi fish. So I'm just gonna cut the gill plates with my Smith knife. There we go. Quick, easy death for him. And then I'm gonna throw him right in the cold ice and let him cool down. And oh, I'm making a mess here. Cut an artery. I just squirted it all over Brian's pants and shorts. Now I gotta put that in OxyClean. Totally my fault. All right, so that is our rainbow runner. Gonna make this meat taste delicious, and I'm so excited to bring him home and clean them for you guys and then cook them up for you guys. Now he's gonna stay ice cold in my 40-quart Grizzly cooler, and they're also made in the USA and very affordable. I love these coolers, but let's get home. It's exhausting out here. Back at the house, had a great day on the water. It has been super hot lately out there, so we stayed out a little past noon and we were just baking in the sun. So it's nice to be back at the house, and I'm under the shade of this, the canopy of this tree, which is really nice. Let's get into filleting this beautiful rainbow runner we caught. He's in my Grizzly cooler. So this is the ocean treasure that most people consider a trash fish, or they don't even eat it. They usually end up throwing it back. I'm just gonna get into filleting this fish. Today, I'm using my Smith knife. This is from Smith Products. They have been making knives and sharpeners since 1886, and they're a company based out of Arkansas. Great product, and this is a coated saltwater knife, so that way it doesn't rust on the water. So we're gonna get right into this. This is their 7-inch fillet knife, saltwater fillet knife. Just making a cut right behind the pectoral fin, up towards the head. Turn the knife around. Work it all the way down. Then when I get to the end here, pop it through, cut that end off. Now you're gonna see the quality of this beautiful meat. I'm just tilting up the fish so I can see what I'm doing. He is really ice cold, and that really helps make nice, beautiful cuts, and you get as much meat as possible off this fish. Then pin bones right here by the head. Sharp knife is very important to break all those. And now we're almost done with the first side. Check that out. Beautiful piece of meat right there. Now I'm going to take the same knife and I'm going to remove the skin from the fish loins. And key here is you want a very sharp knife or else you're gonna cook it. So just make that insert there, and then I just follow with my fingers underneath. Works for me. Practice does make perfect. But the sharp knife is going to get the job done. There you go. Beautiful piece of rainbow runner right there. And we, as you saw in the video, we did bleed this fish properly. So his bloodline is actually smaller because most of the blood was removed. However, there's still a decent amount of bloodline here. And this red dark stuff here is going to be very fishy. I'm sure some people eat it in some countries, but we're spoiled down here and I don't need to eat that red meat. So I'm just gonna remove it. A bunch of pin bones were up here right by the head, so that gets removed with the bloodline. And then I just make that cut and then angle it kind of towards me and then down to remove that bloodline and save as much meat as possible. You see what I meant by that? Like if you angle it, like just start the cut and then angle it down, you can see how I saved as much meat as possible. You see how that's like thinner towards the end there? So little trick to that. But there we go. There's our beautiful pieces of loins right there that makes sushi, sashimi, all that good stuff. We're gonna make ceviche in the house, so I'll meet you in there with cooking with pudding.
Thanks, Darcizzle, for flaying those fish for us. What's up, guys? I don't have my regular pudding hat on today because we got Hurricane Dorian barreling down on us. The European model comes right over my house. It's pretty awesome, but it's about 4 days out, so hopefully it'll go someplace else. So we're actually in pretty good shape. But today we're making ceviche. And we're gonna take this delicious fish and we're basically gonna cook it in acid. That is citric acid, of course, not battery acid, okay? And we're gonna be using limes and maybe some lemons. But first thing we gotta do is we gotta cut this fish up, all right? I'm gonna cut it into pretty small pieces so it cooks nice and evenly. And then we're gonna cut up all kinds of nice vegetables and fruits or whatever. And you can really make it any way you like. That's one of the really great things about it. It makes a really light appetizer or a side on your meal or a full lunch. And so let's get right to the cutting. We're gonna chop this up. All right, first thing, guys, you wanna get off all these red pieces like this, okay? Now some of this, with your normal cooking, it would come right off, all right? But when you do ceviche, again, it's a little bit different. We're gonna wanna get all the red off as much as you possibly can. All right, next step is you're gonna cut the fish into little cubes, depending how big you like it and how fast you want it to cook. Smaller is gonna cook faster. I'm gonna make about 3/8 inch cubes because I got a hurricane coming. Most importantly, you want to make them all uniform so they all cook the same. Put them right in your bowl. Next step is to add your limes, and you're going to use as much limes and lime juice that you need to cover your fish. If you have one of these contraptions, it makes it awesome. Give it a quick mix and you're all ready to cook it. All right, now we're ready to cook it in the acid, of course. We'll put it right in the refrigerator. I'm gonna do that for about 2 hours, but of course you can check it just like anything else you cook. Just make sure it's done to your tasting, okay? And now we're gonna get ready to put in all of our other ingredients in there, the salsa, the peppers, all that great stuff.
First step to making our salsa, we need equal parts of white onion and tomato. Going to cut the tomato in half. And in the middle of the tomato, there are seeds, so you want to do your best to remove as much as possible. The reason being is because you don't want your salsa to be too watery, and you want to remove the seeds and the innards of the tomato. Do as best you can. Once seeds are removed, you want to dice up your tomato fine. Same thing with the onion, and I'm going to dice it up small. To add a little spiciness to our salsa, I'm going to be chopping up a serrano pepper. You can also use a jalapeno pepper, but I heard serrano peppers taste a little better for our salsa.
All right, we got all our vegetables chopped up. We're gonna add a little more lime juice. Now a little bit of olive oil. A little salt. Just a taste. Now we're just gonna mix it up good. Oh, it looks delicious already. All right, now we're just gonna put that in the refrigerator to chill and set. All right, about 3 hours went by. Darcizzle just stirring all the ingredients together and we're ready to eat.
Looks amazing.
All right, I can't wait to dive in, Sizzle.
So hungry.
You guys know I already had some.
He was literally taking the bowl and eating it out handfuls with his hand.
And I also have I put my Carl's pudding hat on because
Yes.
Carl had a little procedure or a surgery today. So we
Surgery.
want to wish him the luck.
I hope you have a quick recovery, Carl.
Yes. Delicious. This is the only
Sorry,
time.
my left hand.
Right in my neck.
Watch out, I'm cooking it.
This is the only time I get to eat chips.
Yes, no chips or bread allowed in our household.
We don't have any bread, pasta, and I'm still fat.
Never.
Super good, super light, excellent, tropical, Margaritaville style Florida recipe, nice and light.
Really, really good.
It's really good. And
Love
super
it.
healthy, everything's fresh.
Yeah.
But Dizzle, I think we gotta wrap this up. I have to go get gas for the generator.
Yeah, but this is like,
Real story.
yeah, I mean, we're still 4 days out.
We got plenty of land shark, I'll tell you that.
Yes. Where's our land shark?
Well, it's a little late actually. We're gonna miss our land sharks today.
Go
but
get land shark.
until our next adventure.
Slacking over here. All right.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
All right, guys. Don't tell them that. We're going fishing in about 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you guys live in Florida, stay safe during the storm. And until our next adventure,
Follow your dreams and keep on catching.